Today's time this morning, Britt, I promised you we were going to do reviews on Jurassic World Domain. And today I have Tony Marcello and Janelle Brimer. And we're going to talk about this. We're going to let Janelle go first. Of course, it's the epic conclusion of the Jurassic era as two generations unite for the first time. Chris Pratt, Dallas Howard, Bryce Dallas Howard, Jeff Goldblum, Laura Dern, Sam Neill, breathtaking new adventure that spans the globe. So, Janelle, we saw it last night. What did you think?
I thought it was a tale of two movies. I thought it was a very bloated beginning to get us to the combination of all six of them, notwithstanding the pilot and the associate towards the end. I just thought it was a little too much, because I think most people want to go to a Jurassic Park movie and see people running from dinosaurs, and they want to see different dinosaurs. And it took a lot to get there in the movie. I'm not sure how much anybody's going to care about big locusts.
Spoiler alert.
But I mean, like, it seemed like a little too much to just get to what people are tuning into that kind of movie to see. I think it seemed a little weird to me that the last movie ends and they spoiler alert. I mean, I think even towards the second one, it was kind of known that the little girl had gone into hiding with them. Thought it was a little bit of a stretch for the whole reason she was being kidnapped or being hidden. Seemed a little, I mean,
yeah, I kind of
that's why, yeah, that's
why
you were keeping her hidden. I mean, like they didn't seem like they didn't do anything with her. Like if all they were going to do was take a vial of her blood,
yeah, that's it.
I don't think the big, hunt for her was kind of worth it. And then they made the big deal about the baby velociraptor Beta, and I don't know if we ever found out what their purpose was for it either. Yeah. Like they kept saying we needed the baby, but for what? You never did answer that for me. So, but again, I loved seeing Sam Neill on there. He looks amazing for 74. Oh my gosh. Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, just seeing that group back on screen, that was great for me, because I think they have amazing chemistry. So I liked the combination of all of them coming together, the past and the now, but it fell a little flat for me.
Tony?
Well, I'll start right there with that legacy cast. I mean, without them, this year we got a whole different film. Seeing the original crew back there you got chills. And they still felt like the same character, whereas in some franchises maybe they don't, but here they felt like the exact same character, which I thought was a nice saving point for the film. Touching back on some of the side plots of this one, I feel like they were trying to go back and cover up for the missteps they made with Fallen Kingdom. Mm-hmm. I think they took too long to further the plot along. Yes, there are certain storylines that were started that were finished off in this one. However, it just didn't move too far enough for me. I think we can all agree that of the three, Fallen Kingdom is definitely the snoozer of them. So I do feel like this does redeem the franchise for that. However, that's not to say this is by any stretch of the a great film. But I do think they did a good job to kind of get things back on the right track, and move the story along in a decent way, without spoil anything, to kind of get it back to feel like Jurassic Park / Jurassic World. The first film, it wasn't just about dinosaurs. What I loved about it was you got a little bit of scientific with especially when in the lab with the DNA strands and everything. And here, the plot points that are explored with Biosyn. Again, I won't go into the details, but it felt a little bit more like how things used to be.
Yeah.
And I think that was missed in Fallen Kingdom personally. But it definitely brought it back home. The stakes never really felt too high, unfortunately. Never really felt like anyone was in grave danger. It was a very safe finale, but definitely entertaining.
You saw me snoozing there for a minute. I actually literally almost snoozed in the middle of the movie there, because it was just like, what's going on here? This just didn't have that energy that the first couple of them had. It was just kind of like, okay, we got this going on over here. Wait a minute, we got this going on over here. Wait a minute, what are we going over here? And you're right, Janelle, what's up with these big bugs? I'm like, what's all right, so okay. And then at the ending was like, anyway, that's another story. So I'm gonna start it off because I usually give movies, I give them what they call Mickeys, usually 5 out of 5. And I gave Tom Cruise, Top Gun Maverick, 5 out of 5. For Jurassic, I'm not quite sure of this. Anywhere between 3.5 and 4 Mickeys for me. Janelle?
If I had to go on a star system, it would be around the 3. I understand what Tony's trying to say as far as like they bringing back a moral dilemma into, a scientific moral dilemma, like what's the implications of the things going on. I think they did that. I don't know if it tied too well into the movie itself. I mean, it seems like it was a bit of a stretch between those and another dinosaur park, but I mean, that just might be something that I am not quick enough to get, but I think maybe I represent the average viewer and I'll be like, okay, so okay. I would stick around 3 because it still was entertaining. I think it did a great job as far as bringing our generation, as far as like when we've had Ghostbusters and now Top Gun and now Jurassic Park, it's brought all that stuff that we've all grown up with and kind of given us that like, hey, remember how good it felt the first time.
The first time, right.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, I will give it 3.
Tony?
Yeah, I'm stuck on 4 is pretty much what I'm stuck on. At times it gave you that little, okay, maybe it's going to get there bump, but it just never quite landed. I really enjoyed the first film in this new trilogy of them. Like I said, the second one for me fell pretty flat and got stale fast. I rewatched it actually this week and I remembered, wow, okay, yeah, that's that, okay. And then I rewatched the original yesterday and it's like, this just still will always stand the test of time. And yes, for me, it's 4. But one thing I want to mention real quick that I forgot, kind of skated over earlier, but how great was DeWanda Wise in her role last night? I mean, limited screen time, sure. But I had seen something on Twitter a few days ago. Chris Pratt shared a video from on set, just like, watch out for this woman. She's phenomenal. And I mean, she did steal every scene she's in. So I'm really excited to see what she does next.
Hey, I heard that they're talking. I mean, this is way off topic, but that she'd make a great Storm for the X-Men franchise. That would be my choice. She has always been my choice because I think she's got the look. I think she is it. I think she's fierce. I think she's beautiful. She is Storm. That's who they need.
I just Halle Berry just threw a book at me. So
Halle Berry's also 50-something years old, so I'm sure she's okay with giving up the suit for for the new generation.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Just like Zoe Kravitz, she had to give up the cat suit for Zoe, and Zoe put it off. Thank you so much, Tony, Janelle. We'll be back next time. We'll talk about another movie, but you've heard what we have to say about Jurassic World Dominion. If you want to go see it, you should go see it. Again, the first one was amazing. Thank you again for joining us on Morning Blend.